your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what good thing to say? I doubt it will stand up to something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Hello. Welcome to Mayor in the Morning. It's Tuesday morning, which is better than Monday morning. I'm sorry I started late, but not that late, to be honest. I consider... Oh, wait, let me take down my border because this is Mayor in the Morning. I consider 10 minutes to be like officially late. I think if you're inside of 10 minutes, you're tardy. I'm emailing Bill Shultz a link to see if he'll jump on. Bill Shultz runs the morning show. He hosts the morning show with Joanne Nosachinski on Compound Media. And this week, Compound is off, so there is no morning show. Also, I forgot to put on my mascara, and I was going to let it go. I was going to just come on here and act like nothing was wrong, but I can't. All right? And I don't know if you've ever talked to a woman, but mascara is probably the most important piece of makeup. Mascara is literally the linchpin of your whole face, because without mascara, it looks like you kind of don't have a face. Like it looks like your eyes are just not really fully happening. So I'm just going to throw on some mascara really quick. Everything's going to be fine. Today's an exciting day. I got Royce Lopez coming on the show at 12 o'clock. I'm probably going to finish this one and then start a new stream for Royce Lopez. He is a host of Revenge of the Sis. Then I'm doing somebody else's podcast at 4. And Thursday's a real big day. Thursday, I'm interviewing Mark Norman to 2, doing Daisy Cousins' show at 5. And then I'm having Nikki Benz on my show at 9 o'clock. Going to be a busy day. So I'm just throwing on some mascara. Don't worry. Frank is going to be very excited that the air conditioner is being fixed as we speak. So he's kind of been sweating every night, and he's one of these people that needs cool air to sleep. So we're going to have a fixed air conditioner. Why can't I hear myself? Check. Okay. See, doesn't it look better already? This side has mascara, this side doesn't. It just opens up your whole eyeball. Like if the house was burning down and they're like, you can grab one thing. A lot of people think it would be their phone. No. For me, it's mascara. Hold on, I'm almost done. Okay, I can do this while I talk about news. Let's pull this up here. Wow, things are getting spicy. Guys. I want to mention some shows really quick. I'm going to be on the road next week. I can't believe it. September is here, guys. September is here. Literally in 2 days. I'm not ready for it. I'm going to be in Texas next week, headlining in Austin. Thursday, September 8th, I'll be at the Cap City Comedy Club in Austin. That's going to be a super fun time. next Thursday. Get your tickets now. Get them right now. Don't even wait. Just get them. Then I'm headlining in Philly September 14th at the Helium Comedy Club. That's in Philly. And I'm probably going to have to get a Philly cheesesteak because you can't go to Philly and not get a Philly cheesesteak. And I don't know if I want to be like a keto lunatic and just get one and not eat the bread, or just embrace it and just like shove that thing the whole thing down my throat, just embrace the Philly vibes and eat the bread. Then I'm going to be in Springfield, New Jersey, September 16th and September 17th at Scotty's Comedy Cove. Yes, these shows will be with my friend Kevin Dombrowski, who's also super funny. Then I'll be in Connecticut, headlining the Bridgeport Stress Factory on Thursday, September 22nd. I like that club a lot. Then I'm going to New Orleans at the end of September, Friday, September 30th, and Saturday, October 1st. 4 shows at the Comedy House, New Orleans. That's a great little club. Then we got at the end of October, Comedians of the Compound at the Orlando Improv, Thursday, October 27th at the Improv. Then after this show, we're going to start our 48-hour Content House live stream. And we're all going to get monkeypox. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. This is going to be a fun show in Orlando. Me, Gino Bisconti, Anthony Cumia, Alex Stein, Lila Hart will all be on the lineup. Get your tickets now. Go to my website, ChrissieMayr.com, and get your tickets for these shows. Plus, in November, I think it's November 10th. It's not on my calendar yet, but we're doing like a Compound Media Censored TV collab show. And that's going to be, I think, in New York City with location to be determined. And that's going to be like the day before my birthday. So maybe that'll be like my birthday show. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm definitely one of those girls that goes, this is my birthday show. It's my birthday. That's what I do. See, okay, that looks so much better. Mascara makes a huge difference. I don't care what anybody says. Look at all these people in the chat that I like. Fealty is here. Andrew Hoyle is here. What was going on last night in the chat? There was this guy named Rains who claimed that he would be a better manager. He claimed that he'd be a better manager than Frank. Lo and behold, he did not realize Frank is not my manager. He is simply my fiance and my boy toy. And he was throwing in all these suggestions of what I don't know, what I and he and we should do to better manage my career. And I'm like, who is this person? Does he have an IMDb? Is he like a trusted source on management of careers and such? So we checked back, and he was like, if anybody was in the chat yesterday, he was losing his mind that we weren't acknowledging him. He's like, Chrissy needs to read my emails. I'm like, bro, and I don't normally throw anything in the chat because I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing, but I just saw it and I just was like, bro, I see the emails too. Like, hold your horses. And so we checked the email to see if he had emailed us. It was one email last year, I think in like November or October of 2021. And guess what? He also attached his music to said email. So I'm like, this is all happening because he's upset that we won't play his music. So retarded. I'm like, that's what it ultimately came down to. He's upset I didn't shout out his music. So that's what it's all about. I need to post that link of all the likes that I'm itchy because I'm covered in bug bites still. I haven't learned my lesson. I still go outside at nighttime and get bit up. So that's the deal on Reigns. I think we had to yeet him from the chat, as they say. What's up, Andrew Hoyle? No, Ross. That's for the uncensored version later. What's up, Kayla? Hey, NVIDIA. Would you consider, what was I, 5 minutes late? Would you consider that to be late and gay? Or would you consider that like pretty much on time? Okay, I invited Bill Shultz, and I sent him a StreamYard link because this is on StreamYard, and he's like, I can do it if you're cool with me Skyping or Zooming. No, it's StreamYard. It's StreamYard. Okay, silly boy. Oh, you think I'm spending too much time with the FNT crew? It's just once a week. Not too crazy. Yawning and unbrushed. Okay, I'm a little brushed. I'm a little brushed today, but I didn't work out this morning, so I will be yawning. But I will be working out later today at like 5 something. Hopefully. That's my Christmas wish, is that I can work out at the 5:30 class. Yep. I'm going to try to go hard this week. What's up, David Carpenter? What's up, Tony Goza? Ooh, saying hello from Georgia. That's far away. What's up, Elsid? Valkyria Winter. This is what an epic name. This sounds like a Game of Thrones character. Like, I didn't even watch that show, but I know that this name sounds very Game of Thrones. What's up, Dark Side with Love? Retardy? Okay. My manager Reigns is not here yet. You gotta unblock him. Lindsay, really? You don't think most of the audience has talked to a woman? I don't think that's fair. I think they've talked to them. Oh, yeah. Okay. I will talk about this. So Compound Media is on vacation this week and next week. And the way it works out is that it's skipping 2 Mondays. So yesterday there was no live Wet Spot show, but I had taped a pre-tape from several weeks ago. Like the Wet Spot show that came out last night was actually taped on August 8th, and which is like a long time ago. But it's when I could do it. And Compound is also off for my Monday, which is like September 5th. So that's 2 Mondays. I was like, that's too many Mondays to miss. So I pre-taped the show for September 5th on August 15th. So you'll be seeing that show next Monday. But now you're not going without Wet Spot shows while we're on vacation. Isn't that thoughtful of me? Aren't I nice? Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, man. Hope you guys are doing good. It's Tuesday. Like, we're basically halfway through the week. Tuesday is like Monday and Tuesday are really like the biggest, shittiest part of the week. Like, once you're through Tuesday, you're like, I can make it. I can do this. Like, Monday, you feel like there's no way I can do it. It's Monday. I'm overwhelmed. Like, you're getting up early again for the first time. You're annoyed that you didn't really have a Sunday. I still maintain we should have another day added to the weekend, because Saturday is like you're just exhaling from the week. You're finally sleeping late. Like, maybe you don't go hard and drink on Friday, but Saturday is like your first, like, okay, your body is acknowledging the weekend. Maybe you do go out on Saturday night. Sunday, let's say you're either nursing the hangover from Saturday. So if you are, and then you're catching up, you may not have time to like do your laundry, do your meal prep, fold and put your clothes away. And then you're feeling like, you're like, fuck, Monday's here. And you can't really do those Sunday tasks during the week because you have work and you just have your week tasks. So you feel like behind. So this is why we need a second Sunday to fully do all that stuff, because it's a lot. Like the making of the beds, the laundry. If you're somebody that needs to put grilled chicken into tiny boxes to bring to work, you can have time to do that. Because Sunday is really ruined by the dread of the incoming week, right? And you spend like all your Sunday like, what's the point of even relaxing and enjoying myself? I just have to go to work tomorrow. I've given this a lot of thought. Okay, Bill Schultz is going to try to zoom in. I emailed it to you. Some people, I think, really just want this to be their vacation week. I'm like, come in, come in, come in. They're like, we're off. Relax. Stop it. Kayla, yes, Kayla is on my side. That mascara is the most important. Seriously, mascara is the most important meal of the day. Marines is slacking. Good night, Mister's in the chat. Good night, Mister. I don't know if you know this, but I'm learning more about Discord thanks to Miss NVIDIA here. X-Ray Girl in the chat. Exit A Girl. I'll throw you a link if you want. Oh, you're probably at work. I'll throw you a link anyway. On the off chance that you are bored at work. This is funny. It's like I feel like a little kid on this show. Like I'm just messaging all my friends like, "You want to come out and play? You want to come on my show?" No man deserves hot sleep. Yeah, Frank has been hot sleeping for a couple weeks now. The AC hasn't really worked for a couple weeks. So he's been miserable. Just sweating through the night. He's got a little fan on him, but it's not enough. And then I try to like not touch him. I try to like just sleep on the tippy end of the bed so we don't touch. Because I don't want to get him hot. I don't want to get him hot. Woo! Usually redheads don't wear makeup. Oh, sweet summer child, Tony. Okay, of course, any type of person, it's possible that they won't wear makeup, but redheads look particularly bad when they don't, because their eyes just disappear into their face. Let me get a visual aid for you. Head, no makeup. You need something. And like redheads and blondes are similar in that their eyebrows get very light. Oh, wow. This really looks like Zia if she had red hair. I'm going to share this picture. Doesn't this look like Zia if she had red hair? That's crazy. But as you can see, like, okay, please, I hope none of this is porn. But this girl has makeup on. She just has a little bit of eyebrow pencil and she has mascara here. So what you might think of as no makeup is actually very light makeup. See, look at this chick. She has eyeshadow, but no mascara. That's why her eyes are like barely visible. Same thing with this chick. Very, very light. She has no eyeliner, no eyeshadow. I think she might dye her eyebrows, but I'm not sure. But again, like really, really, really light. And you know what? That's fine. Maybe you don't want to make an impact. Okay, this is gross. I would not recommend this disgusting brown lipstick. Yeah. Bad redhead, bad. Oh my God! It's Bill Shultz of Compound Media's Mornin. Uh-oh. Are you frozen? I'm going to try taking you out and bringing you back. He's going to come back. He's in Bryant Park right now, living life, living it up, enjoying his vacation. Makeup stream. Thanks, NVIDIA. You don't need keto, just don't overeat. Oh, you were talking about my yawning. My cheesesteak. My cheesesteak idea. Uh-oh, Bill Schultz is texting me. Is he having problems? Okay, try on your phone. Okay. So yeah, last night's wet spot was so fun. There was a lot of fun nudity. We had 2 girls on the show who had their nipples pierced, and they both showed them. And one girl had her butthole tattooed. She showed that as well. Anthony Cumia was on the show. Everyone was pretty drunk. There's like the desk is like covered in Trulies. Everyone's yelling, like everyone's interrupting each other, but it was fun. It was fun. And this was like, I think at the peak of the Harms romance, although I think they might have broken up. I heard a little bird told me that Harms and his cute Asian girlfriend broke up. So I'm gonna have to confirm with him. Maybe I'll try to get Harms on tomorrow's morning show so he can confirm or deny the rumor. Klukin, what's up, Kyle Klukin? What's up? Brains to be put on timeout. Yeah, it's a second yawn. What's up, 2 War Vet? Play music. What music? What's up, Matthew Hammond? Oh, wow. Reigns is now NVIDIA's manager. That was fast. Better late than pregnant. Aw. Matthew Hammond says, just tell him to click the link. You know, sometimes people are not used to doing it for themselves. Trying to be kind here. You're not supposed to admit they're pre-taped. Oh, well, fuck. I mean, no, I think this is okay in this because some people were genuinely getting confused. Like, I thought you were off this week. What the fuck? They feel misled. So we have to say that they're pre-taped. Matthew Perkins for 2. Hi, Chrissy. We need a like counter today. Oh, no. I really got to work on that liking.
Hey! Oh. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, my God. I can't believe I actually figured this out. Yeah,
You
sorry.
did it. You did
I
it.
did it. I'm not good at things.
Oh,
but
you're
I
great
figured
at
this
things.
out. No, I'm not. But I figured this out. Yeah, thanks for having me, kiddo.
Of course, and sorry about thank you for coming on with such late notice. But I figured this is like kind of your normal morning show time anyway, and I didn't know if your soul was hurting from not broadcasting this week.
No, as you well know, the only thing that's hurting is my wallet.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for those that don't know, Chrissy and I only really get paid when our stupid, well, your pretty face and my stupid face is actually on air. So we didn't really vote for this vacation, but it happened anyway.
You guys should have. Did you ask if you could do pre-tapes?
We did, and I wanted to do more, but this is another thing that you know is we did 2 pre-tapes. We got one coming up right now, but
like right now,
it's right now, as in at noon, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know to use the industry term. I don't know when it drops, but
yeah, mine dropped right at 7. So like E-Rock dropped mine at my normal show time, but he put the wrong one up by accident. And then
he did the same thing with me. Yeah, he did the one that we wanted yesterday, but whatever.
Yeah, me too. And then he sent that email. He's like, you guys didn't tell me. It's like, I did tell you.
Yeah.
And like,
did you see my reply? I just calmed him down.
Yeah.
You got to calm him down. You got to calm down the bear.
And like, I didn't care, but I was like, no, people plugged dates, according to when I told them that the episode would drop.
I put everything in the calendar as to which episode it's supposed to be, but whatever. Happy to be there. But as you know too, like, and this is like goes back to like my Catholic guilt. Like Joanne and I wanted to do pre-tapes for the whole week for obvious monetary reasons, but that's asking a lot of my booth, which would be Steve Conti, who's killing himself eating wise in Italy right now, and Bobby Tamburo. So it's asking a lot of them. So like we grudgingly got 2 out of them.
All right.
But so that's something,
It's half a week. Yeah. It's tricky. When would you have even had time to do the pre-tapes?
Well, as you know, our show is not exactly a think piece, so it's not that bad. I mean,
mine is, and my show is a serious.
Honestly, it really is way more. Like, there's a lot more prep, I think, for your show than for ours.
A woman last night on the show showed her butthole. Okay, so that's where we're at in terms.
By the way, that's amazing. I don't have women to show their buttholes, so Joanne and I have to find a lot of videos of like Komodo dragons eating themselves.
Well, I don't know if someone wants to see a butthole at like, when does the show go on? Noon? 10 a.m.?
No, we're on noon now, yeah.
Okay. Is noon too early to see a butthole? The chat will let us know.
You know what I think it is? I think it's too early for shit stuff.
Okay.
I'm like the one outlier in Compound that like I'm kind of getting over the shit stuff, and I love Steve's show, Morning Dump, but and that's on right after us. So I guess maybe to answer your question, I guess like after 1 p.m. maybe shit videos, but I'm getting very sensitive in my old age, and the shit stuff is starting to really hurt me physically.
I
to watch
understand. I don't really
Yeah.
like seeing shit at all. There
Yeah.
was a girl who talked about a story that I don't know if this was an escorting thing or a shoot, but somebody had asked her for her to shit on the floor, and then the guy wanted them to have sex in the shit. But that's where she drew the line. So even imagining that,
I love that
would
that was
be,
her
like,
line.
really-
That
Yeah.
was a Rubicon that she will not cross. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Marshall Beaupré's in the chat, wants to know what you're drinking.
Oh gosh, this is embarrassing. Okay, so I'm a manly dude, as you well know.
Are you drinking clam juice? What could be embarrassing?
I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's hard kombucha, and here's why.
Ooh.
Because I'm getting sick of beer, and also it's relatively early. But I'm a Guinness and whiskey guy. I'm a man's man. But I drink girly drinks in the summer.
Me too.
Because they taste like summer.
You
I don't know
have to
what
have
part of-
summer drinks in the summer.
Thank you.
the
And
whole
yeah,
point.
it's got a little kick to it. It's a little fruity, like me.
And it's a little healthy. If it has kombucha involved, like that's good
See,
for
all right. You can answer
probiotics
that.
in your
What is
gut.
kombucha? I don't know what it is. Can you tell me?
Is a fermented tea with probiotic, like lactobiotic qualities to it, which is like
I'm
fermented,
looking at the back right now, and you are so far
fermented,
right.
and that helps with digestion and
I've been
gut
digesting
health.
well.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You. By the way, you nailed it.
I used to drink kombucha all the time.
Okay, it's got black tea, yeast. I don't know if I like that. Bacteria. This is literally part of the ingredients. Bacteria is part of the ingredients. Comagotibacter SPPS. Bacillus coagulans. All right, now I'm worried about what I'm drinking right now. Acerola and juice powder. So anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
I'm just drinking coffee, and then I can move on to buttholes and kombucha.
I'm always
You know
happy I'm always fine with a butthole. I just
Yeah.
don't like the shit stuff.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you on that. Nvidia says hard kombucha kills the probiotic stuff.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. I think it's good that he's trying. And that's one thing I miss about being
I
in the
get that a
city
lot.
more. One thing I miss about being in the city more often is like you do have constant access to fun drinks. Like you're always
Yes.
walking past bodegas and you can always try like new fun things.
Oh my God, you are so right. And I made the mistake of recently going back to Boston. And you forget that liquor stores closed.
Did you
at
move
like
back
10.
there? Did you move back
No,
there?
I
for
was
the pandemic?
I was visiting a friend.
Okay.
And you forget that the bars close at 2. The T, which is their version of the Subway, so fucked up. That closes at 12:30. So as you can imagine, a lot of DUIs. And there are no real liquor stores aside from state-run ones. And if you want to have anything fun to drink, you're shit out of luck after 10 or 11 p.m. tops, any day of the week. It's a town that wants to be a city. Is what I'm saying, Chrissy.
Okay.
So,
I was
but
just in
New
Boston.
York, you got it all 24 hours.
I was in Boston a couple weekends ago for the Fan Expo, and we didn't.
How was
we weren't
that?
really. It was nice. Like we weren't really walking around very much. We were just like going from the convention center basically to. We went one restaurant that was like kind of near the water, but we weren't like sightseeing very much. And we stayed at the Omni on the seaport.
Nice, that's great.
I'm like still paying for it, but it was fun.
Yeah, well,
it was
that
good.
part's
It was.
bad.
It was good. Sold a couple shirts. Met a bunch of fans. Yeah, we did a panel.
That town, and again, emphasis town, not a city. It does get prettier every time I go back there. They've got a big urban renewal thing. Like when I went there, and I was just there for 5 years, 1 year working, and then 4 years for college. But
where'd you go to college?
It was
You probably went to like a
Emerson,
good school.
which is not a real college. But it was like everything was kind of shitty. But now it's like beautiful. Like there's just the foliage, all that. It's a lot prettier than when I was there.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, no,
right.
It's a great walking town too.
It is a good walking town. It's good
Yeah.
if you like history. I think I went there once with my sister, and she was like jizzing over was there JFK Museum?
Yes,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I met your sister briefly, but right now I want to marry her for that reason.
Really?
alone. The fact that she's a little history buff and love that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you know me. I'm a big
try
old
to make
dork.
that
I love that
happen.
stuff. Yeah,
Maybe
your
I'll try
sister's
to
cute.
break up. I'll try to break up her marriage, and maybe you can swoop in.
I mean, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on air, but from what I've told you, from what you've told me, the dude's problematic. So I'm here to save her.
Yeah,
I'm here to save her.
I don't think he even pays for his own car insurance. So it's
that tracks from what you told me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll float it out to her.
I'll tell you what, he's one of the few guys out there that actually makes me look better by comparison. And there's not that many guys out there that I can say that about. But.
All you need to do is not have a gambling problem and be employed.
I never have. Yeah, I don't like throwing away money aside from stuff that I know. Well, I would say any chemical is throwing away money, but at least I know what I'm getting and what it's going to do to me. Gambling, I never got.
Okay, good. David Carpenter wants to know if the kombucha is a celebration for your coochie, but he spelled it couchy.
Oh, my couchy. Yeah. It's, oh gosh. I don't know how, like, if you don't know I hate the term inside joke. Basically,
is this morning lore? Is this morning lore here?
In hot water, like Steve, wait for it. I hope you're ready for this brain buster. Steve Conti went to take a lawn dump. And I ran into the booth and took over his job. And all I could do was focus on the couch because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And so anything Gino would ask for, I just all of a sudden do a slow, I would say erotic, pan to the couch. And then afterwards I said, yeah, actually I won the 2022 Couchie for my couch work. And Garrett was very upset. He thought he was a gimme. Steve, of course, now thinks he's going to be fired because I'm after his job. But we make graphics, and so there's great graphics of all of them disappointed at the award ceremony, and I've got my couchie, which is literally a award with a couch on it. And
I like
so
that.
Aren't you glad you asked?
I am. I am. The chat needed to know. So Bill, you guys, why did you guys move? I'm so happy that you're back to calling the show Mornin, but for a time, a couple months, you guys were called Back Talk. What prompted that name change?
It wasn't our idea, but
it was not your idea.
No. We thought it was even better that if we were on at noon and it was called Morning, we're like, that's perfect. That's our show right there.
That's
Morning
funny.
and noon, yeah. But people above us thought that it was time for a change, and like the 5 fans that we have, like we're not happy about it.
You have more than 5 fans, and it sounds like you were just trying to be easy, and you were trying to go with the flow and say, sure.
Yes, we did. But then it finally went back to Morning, and we're very happy about that. And honestly, like I'm old, like I didn't really give a shit, like. I was like, this is not really a hill we need to die on as far as like being really angry that we're not called Morning anymore. But Joanne, being a very passionate woman that she is, and also a lot younger than me, she was not having it. Joanne was never happy about it.
She was never happy about the name change. Was it more the time change or the name change that was more
the
annoying?
Name change.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she liked the time change. Yeah, no, she liked coming in later, but yeah, she was not happy about it. I'm like, okay, calm down. Again, like, I'm like old man winter. I'm like,
but it is like what you guys feel is important. You're the host of the show.
Yeah, no, and Joanne was right, by the way. I'm just like, I don't know. I like, for me, it's like, I think we should more fight about like our salaries. But if you really want to go to the battle on this one, she was right because like, as dumb as it sounds, it's like a branding thing, right? And like, so we've done like 850 episodes with Morning, and then all of a sudden we got this complete name change on the site. And if you're coming in live, and people that maybe have seen Morning sporadically, all of a sudden it's Back Talk. It's like, what is that? Where do we find it? It did seem like a change to make a change, but I tried to make the best of it. Joanne was right. It hurt our quote unquote branding. And it's Morning again. So I'm happy about that.
Did you guys change anything about the show when you were Back Talk?
No. Oh, fuck no. No. I mean, we changed the opener, and by the way, I do like the opener now. The whole, like, initially our opener was Joanne poisoning me and I eventually die. And our Back Talk opener, we're like, well, if it's going to be Back Talk, let's really run with it. Where it's like, it's like Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa. and it's like a bunch
That
of
is
photos.
that is what I think of when I see you guys. I
Oh
go,
yeah, no, that's
like
always
Ryan
what we want.
Seacrest
Yeah,
and Kelly
totally.
Ripa.
That's all we wanted it to be, but like on mescaline, right? But but the opener was like
With
her.
a drinking problem. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And like the opener now is like, and it was for Back Talk, and then we reappropriated it into our morning opener. But now the opener is like, you know, we're doing all the cliche morning things where we're clinking our cups.
That's cute.
And she's
Everyone
like,
loves that
tie
shit.
my tie. And I've got wacky sunglasses on. And now she's got, but you can see she's starting to get sick of me with every picture. And then finally she pulls out a big fucking knife and goes behind me, my back, and starts knifing me. And we get more and more blood,
Ooh.
and I'm dying a very slow but grisly death. And then finally she's happy and puts her thumb up when I'm finally dead on the desk, and there's a lot of blood.
I love the idea of doing like the old tropes of like the old morning show things. Like I could see you guys having somebody come in with an animal, you know, like,
oh
tell
man,
us about
I've always
your
wanted to do
animal.
that. Why have we
Yeah.
not done that yet? Yeah,
Get an animal person in there.
we need like the new Jack Hanna to do that. I've actually made inroads with the Bronx Zoo, but I think they looked a little bit at Compound's content, and they're like,
I'm gonna help you.
This might
find
not
an
be good
animal
for our
person.
koala. Yeah,
I
by the
wanna-
way, why don't you
yeah.
just bring in like a gerbil, and you could be our animal person? We have
I
a
could
pith
just
helmet.
get the one out from my ass right now. We could use.
Nice.
We could use this guy, this little guy. He's tired.
Your little asshole is too tight and perfect for a horrible, horrible gerbil.
Oh my god, that's like the best compliment I've ever gotten.
It's the
Thanks,
nice thing I've
Bill.
ever said to you. Yep, you're
That
welcome.
really is the nicest thing anyone has said to me.
But
So-
yeah, no, I like that.
yeah.
So why don't we have you be our animal expert? Again,
I
we have
would
a pith
love
helmet.
that. I would fucking love that. What animal could I bring in? I mean, I could bring in like one of the dogs.
Well, yeah,
and
that's
I
all
could
we
dress,
need.
Dress up
Yeah,
like an
like-
animal expert.
Like, yeah, we'll just pretend like it's the most exotic thing ever.
I'd be like, this is called a cavapoo, and it's a very rare breed of dog.
That's it. I think we got it.
Okay.
You just saved me a lot of work.
Yeah. But I would like to see someone bring in. Oh, I could bring in Iggy, although I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to keep him in a little box. It's possible.
I'll
Like a
buy you a
turtle.
gerbil, and then you can kill it or keep it as a pet.
No.
But a gerbil would, you say a gerbil and say it's like a West African swamp rat, you know, or
Yeah.
something exotic.
You know what I wondered too, because I heard there was like talk that maybe Aaron Berg was going to do a morning show, and so I was like, I wonder if you guys have
Yeah.
been bumped down so that he could take the morning spot, but then that
I
never
think that
happened.
might have been. I think that was a thing. I do, and I mean, I'm the last to know, you know, but I think that was in discussions. I don't know, and then I think, or at least what I heard, and this is all like second or third hand information, that like.
Yeah.
I guess before Aaron went to Gas Digital, he was saying that no, he's just gonna have like a morning show and that he would be separate from Chino. But I mean, don't.
I heard that
do
too.
do
Yeah,
not quote me on that.
That's not like new. I've heard variations on that
Yeah,
too.
I
you're
don't
not,
know.
You're
I
not
mean,
breaking anything.
Nobody tells me anything.
Same. I feel
But
like you
that's
have
what I
no
heard.
problem- Yeah. I mean, did that make you feel a way? I mean, it never happened, but the idea that like your perfectly good morning show was getting bumped for.
Oh no! I mean, like,
Okay.
look. I've always looked at it this way. Like, Joanna and I are a tough fit. I mean, I can't believe that we are still doing what we're doing. Like, we don't necessarily make sense for the network. We kind of
What
live
do
in
you
our little.
mean?
Oh, in every way. I mean, we're a hard R, but compared to every other bit of programming on Compound, we're Disney World, you know. And we really like any other format, we would be a hard R, and we just like. There's no politics. I mean, you know, Joanne and I worked at Fox News I worked there for 7 years. She worked there for 3. And the one
Yeah.
thing we didn't want to
You
do was
did it.
politics. Yeah,
You've
I was
done
like,
that,
we
yeah.
were both done. And so, like, we traffic and fluff, right? And that doesn't necessarily help you get a following if you're doing TMZ type bullshit, right? But, you know, God bless Compound. They stuck with us. But no, always knew we were a hard fit. But I love our show. I like, it's everything I wanted it to be. That's the great thing, as you know, about Compound is you can do whatever you want. You have unlimited creative freedom. There is like,
Yep, that's what's
it's
great.
Anthony
Especially with all
Cumia.
the censorship.
Yeah, Anthony Cumia ain't gonna be knocking down your door saying you got to do A, B, or C. Like, give me a break. Like, no, you can do whatever you want, and that's amazing. And so, like, the fact that we've been able to survive is unbelievable to me.
And to answer your question, Bill, people love fluff. If they didn't, like,
I
I wouldn't
do.
have a following. But I think you guys are great. I think it's just like you need to get more clips out, like more stuff on YouTube, more
Yeah,
episodes
that's
here and
been
there.
difficult. Yes. We have a YouTube channel now, and again, I'm a Luddite, and so is Joanne. And Joanne has no excuse. She's a millennial.
She's a young, fresh chicken. Yeah, she could
Yeah,
figure it out.
thank you. She has actually, I mean, like, God bless Luby, but she juggles a lot of things. And so we'd send Luby a lot of links that would never make it to the site. But Joanne and I are now, because learning how to do it ourselves. And again, I'm just like, the world's passed me by, Chrissy, but like I'm terrible at it. Joanne,
stop it.
Joanne's starting to get it. I think she's going to start downloading a lot more clips because you're right. Absolutely, we have to do that.
And don't feel overwhelmed like you have to put a whole episode on YouTube. Like if you have a show,
wouldn't that be easier though?
And you go, man, I really love. We did this rant. Or we did this animal segment. This is great. And we didn't talk about anything controversial. This would be perfect for YouTube. Make a mental note of it.
Yes.
And then
and I'm good with time codes.
Rip it into
I'm good with that, but I just can't do.
Get one of the fans to rip it into a link and then post. If you already have a YouTube channel, just like post it on YouTube. And then slowly from there, you can just,
well, you know what I'm thinking of doing? I think you might have met him. Did you meet my new roommate? And by the way, yes, I hate myself for being my age and having a roommate. But
everybody has roommates, whether it's like their spouse or someone from Craigslist. Everyone has a roommate.
I think you might have met him. Did you meet him, the new one?
Well,
that means you did it because
I met Mr. Pressman, Teddy.
Oh, Teddy Val, yes. Oh,
yeah.
Well played.
I had him in my phone saved as Mr. Pressman still.
That's a great save. No, this is a new guy, and the thing about Teddy is, God bless him, he always paid rent on time. But at the very least, he was a good amount older than me, so it made me feel, I don't know, less bad about myself. I honestly, Chrissy, I feel like this is illegal. This new kid, he's 23. So I could be his dad and not like, oh, I impregnated a chick when I was a teenager. No, I could just like legitimately be his dad.
And not even like a father figure. Yeah.
And he's a great guy. But here's why I know you didn't meet him. Because
why, is he hot or something?
He is a stunning specimen. And believe it or not, I'm actually pretty straight. But I remember when I first met him, I'm like, you're a good looking man. He's like, the best way to describe him is he's like a combination of Brad Pitt and goddamn Thor.
How'd you find him?
6'4". He's a sweet Craigslist, and now it sounds like it's a sex thing. But
I
he
found
just need a
so
place
many roommates
quick.
from Craigslist. It's all good.
All my roommates I got on Craigslist.
Have him as a guest.
Yeah, no, he wants to come, but he does have a job. Thank God, because I need the rent.
What does he do for work?
He's like a consultant, and I don't really know what that means. Yeah.
That's very mysterious.
But he's a sweet kid. But again, emphasis on kid. But
right.
Yeah, no, I think he wants to come on Mornin. Long-winded way of saying, he would like to be involved, and God knows that generation can do it. As far as doing our YouTube stuff.
He can make your clips and stuff. He could be your clipper.
Right. He seems very busy right now, so I don't want to bother him. But he has offered his services.
Bother him, Bill. That the only way you get anything is by bothering people.
I know, and I'm very bad at that. I'm not good at asking for help, my dear.
I know, but you just need to suck it up and ask for help.
You're right.
People forget. They might make a note of it, so they need you to poke.
You're absolutely
right. So you go,
oh,
right, I owe him this thing. Because, people will want to help you. It's just like, everyone's busy. It's easy to forget, but you got to poke.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I there's nothing logical about me. But no, you're totally
It's okay.
right.
You know what it is? It's like, it's a creative person thing. Sometimes like you get in your own way and you start thinking like, oh, if this person wanted to help me, they would be. So they're not. So fuck it. But that's not like, that's just in here. Like that's not how the fucking world works. You have to just sometimes just pester.
Yeah, and I'll give you a perfect example.
Reigns.
So,
Yeah.
like my cousin, Andrew Shultz, he's been on a bunch. He was actually the first guest I ever had on Mornin.
Yes, Andrew Shultz
What?
is Bill's cousin.
Yeah, and so the first guest I ever, God bless him, the first guest I ever had on the stupid show, even before Joanne was my co-host, was Andrew Shultz, right? And he's just, I'm so proud of him for buying back his special from Netflix, where he put all the savings
Yeah, that was pretty
in,
cool.
Amazing. But so I feel, even though he's my goddamn cousin, it's a Catholic guild, whatever you want to call it. I will text him. I'm like, hey man, Joe and I would love to have you back. And I know I put myself in his shoes. It's like, Bill just wants the Andrew Shultz
You're his cousin. You're his family.
And we'll go, and I go back and forth. I'm like, your new special is awesome. You were my hero for doing that. And I'll like ask about Whitney Cummings and like, I can't believe you two never fucked. And we'll go back and forth on that. And then here's how I do it. I'll intersperse like, you still haven't given Joe and I a date, but then I feel because he always says he's coming on, but he never gives me a date. But then I feel like dirty about that, right?
Okay, so what you need to do when you text your cousin Andrew Schultz, you have to go. First of all, go on his calendar, check out his road schedule, see when he's already on the road.
That's
so you're
good.
not asking him about dates
we can have him
that
on
he is
Zoom,
away. True. All right, that's true. Right, and you're in the morning anyway. You're like in the early afternoon, so
we're not asking a lot.
He can
it's half an hour.
So what you have to do is just keep every other week, or at least every month, follow up and be like, hey, how's next week? How's next month? And then throw him like 5 dates. Throw him.
I do that. Yeah. Well, yeah. By the way, you know what works, and this is gonna make you look down on me even more. Although Joanne's full on for it. Is he's got a big foot fetish. I never got foot fetishes.
Andrew Schultz has a foot fetish?
Huge.
Oh my God.
Huge. To the point when after I got fired.
How do you know this? Because you're
I first learned it from he used to talk about it early in his stand-up, but I kind of thought it was jokes. But I learned from Joanne, because after I got left, quote unquote, red eye, and Joanne replaced me, he got more and more vocal about it. And Joanne, just to fuck with him, would make sure she'd get a pedicure and get the best shoes ever whenever he was on. And then kind of like flaunt her feet in the green room to get them all like hot and bothered right before they would go on. Oh, it's amazing. And so now what I do, and this is why I'm a horrible human being, when I'm like trying to nail him down on a date, I'm like, by the way, you got to give us an update. So you got to give us a heads up so Joanne can plan ahead. And by the way, she has already said she will do this. So Joanne can plan ahead and get a pedicure for him.
Bill,
he likes
every
that.
Time you reach out
I feel like a pimp, but Joanne's for it. So
Bill, you have to lean into this. So with every reach out to Andrew Schultz about when he can come on the show, you need to include and attach a picture of Joanne's feet.
That I have not done yet, but you're all right. I'm gonna do it. And by the way, she'll do it. She will absolutely do it.
And how could that not make him laugh and be like, "It's my cousin. I can jump on for a fucking hour. Come on, man. It's like I have no excuse for it, and I hate I'd like to think for overall in my life I've been pretty ballsy, but I gotta tell you, Chrissy, with this shit, I am an abject pussy. I am a total pussy. It's okay. You just have to, honestly, Bill, you have to just fake it till you make it, because we all have our strengths and weaknesses.
I'm very weak on this.
Every creative person, like, you're very good on camera. You're so funny. You're so skilled in that area. So it's we all have our strengths and weaknesses. I am also not good at the business end of things, and that's something I've really had to.
I think you're a lot better than I am. You're way better than I am. And you're also a much better hustler than I am. I used to be okay, but now that I'm older,
it's okay.
You're such a hard worker.
Don't give me the old excuse, Bill. That's not an excuse. You're alive. You have a functioning phone. You can do these
I do have a functioning phone. And I will have my tooth replaced, I'm told, next week.
I like it. I mean, I kind of like it. It gives you character.
I was hoping.
What happened to your tooth? Did Pat punch you also?
Kind of. Well, I'll tell you, in a weird way, Gino and I kind of intertwined in the sense that I had my face blew up about almost a year ago, where it looked like Phantom of the Opera, and I had no idea what was going on. and I finally found out that I needed a root canal. And when I
Oh.
finally went to my bunk rate oral surgeon, he's like, "So when did you have blunt force trauma on your face?" I'm like, "Well, I haven't." He's like, "No, you don't have something like this unless that's happened. Like something
Whoa.
happened to you." I'm like, "Well, 22 years ago, I got beaten within an inch of my life and broke my jaw like Gino." And he's
Who
like,
was
"That's it."
What was the fight?
It was two gangbangers on a subway when I first moved to New York.
What
It's a
train
bad.
was it?
Oh, this is amazing. It was the shuttle. The shuttle
The shuttle. Oh,
for
man.
those that are listening that are not from New York. This is the shuttle. The shuttle goes from Times Square to Grand Central, which is all 3 stops. But in between those 3 stops, I got blood spilled everywhere. They had to stop the train to mop it off. And my jaw was wired shut for 6 months. Broke it here.
And this was 20 years ago this happened?
Yeah, when I first moved to New York, over 20, 1998.
Holy shit.
A month in.
Wow.
But long story short, too late, I know. The surgeon said, "Yeah, no, it's that." I'm like, "No, sir, that was 22 years ago." He's like, "That's how long it takes. Like, whatever those guys did to you, it can take that long for whatever happened to your tooth to present itself, and that's what happened." And that's and then he gave me, because I'm like basically on Medicaid, he gave me a crap root canal, and I got loose, and I went back in. He charged me fucking $500 for the shitty root canal he did, and he pulled it out, and it was like the ending of Braveheart where he's getting drawn and quartered. The guy's like got his knee in me and pulling the last of my tooth out.
Oh my God.
So then you have to wait 4 months before you can get an implant, which I've been doing. But the worst part is every day I got to look in the mirror and see something that this nameless game banger did to me 22 years ago. And I got to be reminded of it again. Like, he got me again. 22 years later, he got me again. And that
You know what,
fucking
Bill?
blows my mind. Blows my mind.
This fucking dirtbag. I mean, like, luckily he did it 22 years ago, so it's possible he could have actually gone to jail for a crime. Like, if that had just happened to you now, he'd be back on the street like the next day. So
I honestly, even though I was knocked out, to this day, I remember he had a scar from here to here. And I like, to this day, I remember exactly what he looks like. And I always think in the back of my head,
did you see him again?
Someday I will bump into him.
What would you do if you saw him again?
I would kill him. I'm not even kidding you. I have a knife, and like, New York ain't getting New York, as you know, New York's seen better days. And I have a knife in my backpack. And
yeah, I always carry one too. I have a pink knife and I have pink mace that I keep.
By the way, I love how you make mace and knives cute. I love it. And they,
well,
and
the
they color
fans
coordinate.
sent them to me. I'm like, I have to.
Oh no! By the way, you need more than that. As a hot girl,
I
you
need a
need even
switchblade.
more than that. Yeah, you do. I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really need a knife, but at this point, why not? You know, and it's a good one. They used to give us great knives when I used to work at dude magazines, but yeah, I would kill him. And I remember, like, the same story I just told you about the tooth and how I lost it, and you know, what was me? Fuck, who gives a shit? But I remember I was back visiting my dad, which I'm about to do again, and he was driving me back to the bus to go to back to New York from Jersey, and I told him what I just told you. I'm like, yeah, so basically the surgeon said that it was because of that subway thing, and Dad, I got to tell you, like, I just wish he was dead, and I don't want anyone dead, but I wish this guy was dead. And God bless my dad.
One guy,
yeah, and God bless my old man, who's like this. He's my hero, and he's the sweetest guy I ever met. And he looks at me, and goes, "Bill, I got to tell you, I do too." And for whatever reason, it meant the world to me. But yeah, no, I'd kill him. I would kill him, and like, not even like, I'd rough him up or something like that. No, I would cut him with a knife, and I would make sure he's dead. Yeah, I would kill him. I don't give a shit what happens to me. He's broad enough. I think he gave me brain damage, to be honest with you.
Oh no!
But
you seem great. You're so fun.
Maybe that's why. I mean, retards are fun, but I'd kill him. I've got the knife. If I ever saw him again, I would kill him, and I think about it all the time.
In Minecraft, yeah.
Oh, by the way, edit all that out if this actually happens, because this is like this is what we
Bill
call
is-
evidence.
Bill is just rehearsing his one-man show.
Thank you. I would
Matt-
kill him. A musical comedy.
Yes, of course.
Yes, yeah.
How creative. Matthew Damon, a different adoptable animal could be on each month. That's so cute. Yes, for Mornin. You could do animal
love it.
adoptions. Bill should do an animal adoption drive. That's nice. That's a great idea.
I like that.
Matthew Damon.
And honey, as you can imagine, I was deeply sympathetic for what happened with Gino.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I couldn't believe how jarring it was. I love how I'm making it.
I hate that this
me,
shit happens to the nicest people, you know, like you, Gino.
And
it's
I
really
like,
shitty.
look, I like Pat. I still like Pat. I think my theory, which everyone else has adopted, but I was the first to say it, is what Pat did is all Adderall, I think, based. If you're on enough Adderall and you're on too many milligrams, you got to focus. And his focus was to go to Sullivan's and Sucker Punch Cheeto. Now, taking that subway in the 15 minutes of raw anger, at some point,
I mean, he probably could have walked because he lived in Chelsea. He lived in like the teens.
Okay, so maybe, maybe it was a 10-minute walk. Yeah. But the better angels will prevail unless you're on Adderall.
That's a lot of conscious decisions you have to make.
Yeah.
He's an alcoholic. He doesn't drink. So it's like he would never just happen to be going to the bar. He
knew what he was going to do. But if you're on amphetamines, which is what Adderall is, that goes away. So you don't all of a sudden think, oh, this is a bad idea. You have a goal. And that's why Adderall is very good. It's very good at focusing. But if you're focused on a bad thing,
I was on it for years. I know the feeling.
Oh, yeah,
I was on a very little amount. I was on just a 10 milligram extended release. I took the test. I was super ADD. I still am. It's why I'm very distracted. I have a hard time finishing tasks. I put things off. Yeah. But I'm sure Pat does too. I refuse to take it because I don't want to be reliant on a pharmaceutical. I just would rather like suck it up and like try to live without it.
You're so right. And I got to tell you, I mean, I've never behaved like Pat did on it, and I don't do as many milligrams as he does. But I'm on Adderall, and I have to tell you, after what happened with Gino, I'm trying to get off of it. I've gone down to like I only use it when I really need it, like if I'm on deadline and I need to focus.
Okay.
So I've gotten better about that. But I mean, honestly, Pat would ask me for mine.
He would ask me for mine too years ago when I stopped. That's a problem. And I would like I wasn't taking it, so I would kind of like stockpile it, and he knew that, and he would always ask like if he could buy it off me.
He knew I did too.
And then I just was like, no, dude, because it's like it's also, and I also felt like, is this an excuse to see me? Is this like an
by the way, I'm sure it was that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he wanted to revisit old things. Yeah. But with me, he just wanted my drugs.
Well, he had like a kind of like a sketchy pharmacy situation. I remember he would go down to like
he had like 3 prescriptions.
The financial district and wait, and it's like he'd always have to. So like it sucks to be addicted to something.
And again with Adderall, if you're focused on one thing, and in his mind, Gino had wronged him, I'm going to go there and I'm going to knock him out. If you're not on Adderall, by the time you get there, you're like, that's a really dumb idea. I'm not going to do that. But if you're on Adderall, this is my focus.
You're focused
my goal is to punch out Gino. I'm going to do it. And so all of logic goes out the window. And I know that's why, because I do like Pat. I mean, obviously I'm Team Gino, but
he's a funny guy. But like again, like it's your job as an adult to figure out what your weaknesses are and the areas you need to work on, and fucking work on those, and not let your weaknesses be your downfall.
Without a doubt. And the other thing too is, I've been, and again, I hope you're staying for this brain buster. I've been fucked up on a lot of things.
Like what?
Everything. But I've never done what he did. All right? Like I try to justify what Pat did as far as like too much Adderall. Well, I've been on a lot of Adderall. That's never even something like that, and how awful that was. Something like that would never even occur to me.
Yeah.
And so there's only so much justification you can give it, right?
It's also dumb. It's like if I'm somebody who doesn't have like a ton of savings or like isn't a rich person and I'm going with the intent of hurting somebody, it's like, how do
Yeah.
you think that this is going to end up? Like, like one of the possible consequences that you end up having to pay for this person that you just injured. And it's like, if you don't have a lot of money, like, how come that wouldn't
Yeah.
occur to you on the way to go do the thing? That
I just told you why.
Yeah.
You know, you got that tunnel vision with that many milligrams in you. And fucking like, goddamn, the wonderful little Italian golden retriever that is Gino. I mean, remember, like, at the beginning is Pat comes in, Gino's about to hug him. He's like, oh, hey, and then that, you know, it's just, the whole thing was heartbreaking. And, yeah, and like, when we all found out that Gino's jaw was severely broken, well, as you can imagine, that deeply resonated with me. And the technology's better now. My jaw was completely wired shut, but he just had like bands in where he could kind of like still
he couldn't eat for weeks. I think he was on liquid diet for weeks.
Oh, that pussy. I was on a liquid diet for 6 months. He doesn't know what it was like. He doesn't know what it was like.
So when your jaw was wired shut, could you talk at all?
Oh, well, you tell me if I can still do it. Because I got really good at it. So tell me if I can still do it. Ready? I'm going to clench. How do I sound right now? Because I used to be really good at this.
You sound okay.
But I got really good at doing it where you wouldn't even know my jaw was wired shut.
So you
now it sounds weird.
You could be a great ventriloquist with that skill set.
Yeah, maybe. But it's bad now because my talent is atrophied after 20 years. But after about month number 1, you would not be able to tell the difference the way I sound now and if I was talking like this.
Wow.
You get good at it. Yeah.
That's good. You know, all this stuff makes
Silver
you
linings.
stronger.
Yes.
Silver linings. Matthew Hammond, Pinch from Red Eye was great. Thanks, Bill.
Aw, thanks, man.
Was that a character you did?
It was a puppet I had on Red Eye. Fox News would always bitch about the New York Times this, the New York Times that. And I told Greg, why don't we have a New York Times correspondent that's actually the New York Times? And I just had a string with eyes, and it was the actual New York Times as a puppet. And,
nice.
Yeah, it was a think piece. I'm a smart guy. And I just did like a highfalutin ivory tower. Well, Greg, actually, what you're saying is, first of all, not very, and then insert some sort of liberal thing there. And be careful what you pitch, because that fucking puppet ended up being the bane of my existence. I had to do it every show. So it'd be me on the panel, and then we had a separate camera for goddamn Pinch, the New York Times puppet. And I had to strain on him and made his mouth move, talking like this, which is a little how I talked when I had my jaw wired shut.
Oh, I'm seeing a lot of compliments in the chat, Bill, about your hair. A lot of people are loving your hair.
I finally learned how to do conditioner.
Really? How do you do it?
You do it after shampoo, apparently.
Oh, you just put in conditioner now. Okay.
Well, yeah, no, I used to look like a racer head before conditioner. But yeah, that helps. Also sweating a lot too. Jesus,
sometimes, like once in a while, like a deep conditioner that you leave in for 10 or 15 minutes.
I got to do that because I most of the time I look like a brunette Ronald McDonald. I have bad hair. It's not good.
Bill, how is you, as somebody who lives in Manhattan all the time, what is your sense of the crime, your feeling of personal safety, your sense of how the city has changed?
I have a lot of older friends that lived in New York in the 70s. And the trope that people like myself always go to is, oh, man, it's kind of turning to the 70s. And they will be quick to remind you that, nope, still nothing like the 70s. And
not
they're
as
right.
Bad.
But I will say this, and this always is a sign, I'm seeing graffiti in very opulent areas where you would never think there would be graffiti. Madison Avenue, Fifth Avenue.
Wow.
And
just look at all the robberies that have been happening in the West Village.
Yeah.
All those bougie, poshy, expensive, like boutique stores are all getting hit.
And I live in Turtle Bay, illegally. That's the only reason I live there. But it's a very posh area, right? And Turtle Bay, I guess, is like, for people who live in New York, it's very nice. It's like kind of near the UN and Grand Central. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that is
And
nice.
we've had 3 shootings in the last 3 days. Period. End of
Damn.
sentence. I have a tent community on my street. That has
Whoa.
never happened since I moved to New York in '98. I've lived in Turtle Bay since 2006. Not even thinkable. I live next to a Marriott that is not open since the pandemic began. It's covered in
Wow.
graffiti. People have broken in. There's homeless people living in there. Live across the street is a W that has never opened again.
Oh
Same
yeah, the
thing.
W. That's a
And,
nice street.
and like I remember, and like downtown LA, you got Skid Row, right? Where there's just that's where the tent cities
When
live.
I was in LA in 2020, is the first time I'd ever been. It was in March of 2020, and I had my first show in LA, and I kind of accidentally booked this venue that was right near Skid Row. It was
my
called
God.
the Moroccan Lounge, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, you're going there?" And I was like, "What? What's the big deal?"
Please tell me you had your pink mace and your pink
No,
knife.
that was before my pink mace, my pink knife.
Oh.
It went fine. It went fine because then it was the pandemic, like the next fucking day.
Oh,
In
okay.
fact, I remember during my set, I was talking about like, oh, I had all these extra fans that were supposed to be here, but they got held up on a cruise ship outside of like whatever because these reports were just starting to come in.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it's and I'm always hesitant to talk about this for no other reason than, as you and I both know, this city needs tourism. And
Yep.
I've
been seeing a lot of Europeans. It's like
good.
But it's where I go.
We
which
need
is from
more.
between Grand Central and Herald Square area. So that's not
Right.
a huge distance. But I always see people in there.
You're right though. I'm seeing more than I used to, and so I hesitate to say what it's really like right now because we really need people to come here. Desperately, we need people.
You can be real. Everyone's prepared to hear the truth. We want to hear the truth.
Yeah, but like I don't like my folks. I'm originally from Chicago, and they moved to New Jersey to be closer to my brothers for their grandkids. So they're over there now, and I don't have my folks over to New York at all because I don't want them to see what it's like now.
Okay.
And I certainly don't want them to see what they remember of my block versus what it looks like now. Because it's I'll actually,
afraid
you know what?
where you live, and they'll be like, Bill,
remind
don't live
me
here.
later on, because again, I'm not to brag, going to New Jersey right now, but like, remind me
Ooh.
later on when I get back. I will send you a picture of my block. It's
Okay.
amazing. It's amazing. Again, it's a bunch of tents, and we're talking. I don't want to say specifically where I live, but let's say it's within between Lex and Third, and within the 50s and upper 40s. All tents, all cracked out motherfuckers, spray paint everywhere. That's unbelievable. For that address, that is insane. And I don't want my folks to see it because they got this idealized version of what they remember New York to be. And I want to crush it for them. But I also don't like talking about what New York's like now because we need tourism. We need people to come here.
It's Steve Conti on vacation right now. This is a nude film, I guess he shot from his hotel.
All right, I saw when he was shirtless in some sort of Italian train.
He's having a great time. Oh, look at him eating spaghetti.
Wait, is he shirtless? I can't see.
He's in Italy currently.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna die.
No.
He's already got a He's already got a digestive problem, and he's in his motherland. He's gonna eat himself to death.
I was in Italy once, and I didn't feel bloated from eating over there. I think because everything.
You're not Steve Conti. Steve Conti. All of Steve Conti's digestive issues can be blamed on one thing and one thing only. Steve Conti. He has
you should get him on the
diet.
kombucha. Get him on the kombucha plan. Get him on the probiotic.
I didn't
plan.
know until you and your fan told me that it's good for the digestive thing. I'm going to do that when he gets back. If he gets back. I still maintain he's going to die in Italy.
No.
He's going to eat himself to death.
And
I promise you.
Maybe I can get him on acidophilus pills.
What are those?
Help.
Oh, acid reflux pills?
No, acidophilus. It's good. It's they're pills with probiotics. So it's basically like, You know why people eat yogurt is for the probiotics? Well, it's like you
Yeah.
take the pills and you don't have to take in the dairy, and you can get all the health benefits from it.
Okay. First of all,
Yeah.
I love that, and we give Steve, mostly Joanne, but I do because I love Steve, and I'm concerned about his intestines. But
Why
Joanne
does he
gives
not
him,
poop enough, or he poops too much?
he poops too much, and he does it for like
Okay.
an hour. Like that's a
Oh,
problem.
okay.
But
Oh, that's why the dump was created.
yes, ma'am. But
Mhm.
Joanne will give him the kind of advice you just gave, and Steve will sit there politely and like, oh, yeah, so I'll take this under advisement. He never
And
fucking
then
does it.
doesn't.
And
What
yeah,
does
and then he'll
he?
tell us the
Okay.
next morning what he ate the night before, and it's like 8 beef jerkies, and Cool Ranch Doritos, and maybe a pastrami. And we're like,
So he
well, yeah,
needs
you
to
got no
get.
one to blame but yourself, buddy.
Yeah, he has to get. I think if he went on keto, that would help. Like he needs to get off bread and like carbs when he gets back.
I agree. As horrible as I am to myself, I do try to eat relatively healthy, and yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
like
you're in
beer.
great
So
shape.
no, well, you're very kind, but no, I like. I look like I have AIDS, but I'm living with it, not dying
No.
from it. But
No.
I don't. I try to avoid carbs aside from beer. Can't give up beer, but yes, and dairy. I'm not. I don't really do dairy anymore, and that has helped a lot. So these are
This is
simple
a
things. These
this
are
is a
simple
good
things
one.
Steve can do.
This is a liquid one. It's like pretty delicious. It tastes like liquid like blue yogurt basically. This is a
All
good
right,
one. I also have like a pill form that it's in my fridge right now. Actually, hold on, Vamp. I'm gonna go get it.
I will pay you for those pills, and I'm going to give them to Steve when he gets back because he needs this shit. No pun intended, but he needs it. Like, there's something very wrong with him. And I want him to live. I don't want Steve to die from his dumping. I want him to live with his dumping. Can you hear me? Did I lose you? Oh, she's getting the pill. Well, anyway, I will continue on my concerns with Steve Conti's intestines. They're, I'm assuming, riddled with parasites. I don't know. As bad as I look, and I know I look bad, America, and I'm missing a tooth, it amazes me that he's held on to a girlfriend and yet I've got nobody, because what she has to deal with in and out of toilet blows my mind. And she's adorable. She's a
Are you
lovely
talking
girl.
about me?
Well, you are too, but I was talking about what Steve Conti's girlfriend
So
has to
this
deal
is
with.
actually the kids version, but this is the brand that I use that's really good. It's Nature's Way, and it looks like this. Obviously, it doesn't have like the kids chewable on it. Because I tried to get this for Frank's kid, but he doesn't.
What's it called again? I'm buying
take
this for
but
Steve.
but not this, but
Wait.
it's Nature's Way. The bottle looks like this, but it's obviously doesn't say
I'm buying
kids.
this
It's like
for them.
it's the adult version. It's called Nature's Way, and
Nature's
it's
Way, okay.
called, yeah.
I'm getting this from him.
You want to get the
I'm
white?
honestly, not because I'm a humanitarian. I'm sick of hearing him bitch and moan about his stomach.
Yeah,
I'm doing it for
probably
myself.
annoying for his wife too.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, yet soon to be wife, I think. I think it's coming. Oh yeah, yeah. He's not gonna find anyone else is gonna deal with his quite literal shit.
His literal shit.
And she's adorable, and like I don't know how she deals with it. And I love him to death, but like I'm gonna get Nature's Way for him.
This is it. This is the one right here. This is what I take all the time. And you take like, they usually sell these in like the refrigerated section of health food stores, and you take like 8 of them. You know, like your body needs billions of these little guys. So yeah, feel free to. You're not just taking one. Like you should take like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like there's no kind of like minimum. I just remember when I was having.
I'm getting this for him. This is my new present for him.
Yeah.
I usually bribe, not to go back to our earlier topic, but I usually bribe Bobby and Steve to help Joanne and I do pre-tapes with like a couple Adderall pills. But now I'm not. Oh yeah. Like it's pathetic. But it's like their Scooby snacks. Like their Scooby snacks are Adderall. But now I'm gonna give him Nature's Way because his stomach needs it. His soon-to-be, they're going to get engaged at some point. His soon-to-be wife needs it.
Right.
America needs it. Everyone's sick of Steve's fucking intestines.
Yeah, you can get them on Amazon. I'm going to order some right now.
Well, let me ask you this.
Like $27.
Do you think as much as he's punishing himself eating-wise in Italy, Italy is all walking, whether you're in Rome, Florence, what
Yeah,
have
that's
you.
good. That's
So
good.
I'm wondering, I actually bet he's going to come back, drop as much as he's eating. I bet he's going to come back, he dropped a couple pounds. Because
Yeah,
he's not
because
used to he's
if
not used to walking this much.
he's eating all fresh food and like no
Mhm.
preservatives.
Without
Yeah.
a doubt, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Joanne, when she went recently, she ate her face off, and she dropped a couple because she was walking the whole time.
Right.
Yeah, and also,
Right.
as to your point, everything's healthy. It's fresh off the boat, Mediterranean,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yes,
Sightseeing.
exactly. Yeah, that's it.
Josh Salas, love you too, buddy. NVIDIA kombucha, hard or normal, is super easy to make. It just takes a while to get started from scratch. Once you get going, you can make a batch per week. Oh yeah, you just have to get one
See,
of
I
those.
didn't know any of this.
You have
I
to
love
get one
your
of these
fans.
things. It's called a SCOBY. It's like a circular, basically like bacteria, sheet or something, and it rests on top. But you have to like take care of it. But that's what you can buy.
See,
Like a
by the way, you
kombucha
know
pack.
me. You know me. That's too much effort. I'm not going to do
Yeah.
that. I'm going to buy it in a can. Yeah. I mean, I love. Thank you for the idea, but you're fan. But like, I'm not
To
gonna
grow
do
your own. Yeah.
that. Yeah. I'm a little bitch. It's too much for me. By the way, say hi to whatever guy.
Let's
just walked
see.
by.
Yeah. What was that? A Jew on the street? Let's
Yeah.
talk to some people.
No, wait, hold on. You can see him.
Could you say hi
I'm
to
like
the next
right.
person that
I'm
that
right
walks
in the
by?
center of the stage of Bryant Park.
Do some
See
man
that?
on the street stuff.
I will, but here's why I like this area. No one comes by here. And also, look at this. Fucking grass is closed. So we're not allowed on there. Yeah,
Wow.
dickheads.
Unbelievable. This is still summer. They can't close the grass like that.
They do it all the time. This is my beach, and they fuck me all the time.
Wow. This is your beach?
Oh, kind of, yeah. I'm too lazy to go to Central Park, so this is it. Oh, but by the
That's
way,
nice.
sweetheart, I got to, and God bless George, Henry Shultz, on he's 30 years older than me. So 47th birthday. I have to run to New Jersey right now. And again, not to put on airs.
Yeah.
And hopefully one day you'll meet my dad, because I shit you not, he is more Clark Griswold in Vacation than Chevy Chase was.
Wow.
My dad is Clark Griswold, to the point where in European Vacation, did you see European Vacation?
Yes, of course.
Okay, remember when he takes his wife to Moulin Rouge, I guess? He's like, oh, honey, this is great French culture. And it's all topless chicks.
Yep.
And then everyone in the audience is Asian.
Yep.
Okay, that part's accurate. Here's how my
That's
dad
funny.
is even more Clark Griswold. He brought his sons along with his wife.
Oh,
And told my
wow.
mom, oh, yeah. And by the way, we went to the Moulin Rouge, all topless. I was having the time of my life. But everyone else was Asian as well. So my dad is
See,
more
the
Clark
Asians
Griswold.
they're all repressed. They need to see.
They're all
the titties.
repressed. And I think also, like, yeah, it's probably not the French hotspot. I would say it's probably more
That sounds
Pacific
fun.
Ocean. But yes, my dad is that guy. Sweetheart, wears his Bears hat all the time. He is Clark Griswold. I have to go celebrate his birthday right now, but I love you.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah,
so
I
much for
love
having
you,
on.
Bill. Thank you for jumping on. Everybody should.
course.
Where should people find you? I think on Mornin on Compound Media, Monday through Thursday.
Yes, Monday through Thursday, we're on at noon, and then on demand, like the much better Wet Spot, as well on demand if you can't get you live. And then Twitter at Bill Shultz. That's about it.
Awesome.
And thank you so much for having me, sweetheart. And also, when I'm on the bus, again, not to put on airs, I got to send you dates. You haven't been on the show for a while, and I'm gonna give you a couple early September ones, and much like what I'll do with Andrew Shultz, I'm gonna give you a bunch of dates that you can't say no to, because one of them is gonna work for you.
And keep pestering your cousin there.
It hurts, but
Get over it. Get over yourself. Just do it.
I love you.
Love you. Bye, Bill.
You complete me.
You complete me.
I came up with that. Thank you so much for having me, sweetheart.
Oh, anytime. Bye. Yes, Bill Shultz, everybody. Bye, Bill. Love Bill. He's great. I hope he takes some of my advice. NVIDIA, Chrissie is the best. Stop. Show your support by mailing in your manager applications and demo ads. Oh, demo CDs. Oh, yeah. Manager would be great. Deranged lunatic for 5. Chrissy, I survived the partial removal of my large intestine. And no, they did not let me keep it. Unbelievable. It's your intestine. What are they going to do with it? Are they going to sell it to Planned Parenthood for God knows what? Waffles left. Waffles was here chewing on something on the bed. She'll bring in random shit. Like usually she'll come in the morning, she'll be like licking my face, and then she'll bring like a sock or a stuffed animal. I guess these are gifts. I guess this is like the dog's way of giving gifts. It's Chewy, multitasking on a Tuesday, seeing your stream and checking out some Mexican rodeo in original sound. Wow, how specific. Thanks, Chewy. Yeah, no, I've never really had a manager because I am my takes are too hot. Let's see. Do dogs bring gifts? Why do dogs bring you gifts? Oh, this is a thing. Oh my God, this is about to be so cute. Okay. Why do dogs bring gifts? Look at that dog. Is your dog one of the few that seems to feel the need to bring you gifts, whether it be when you come home from a long day or just at random? Some dogs are gift givers. Yeah, there's a sock on the bed, a stuffed animal, and like one of the chew toys is on the bed. Let's find out why. Okay. Despite the cuteness of this act, you still may wonder why. Why do dogs bring gifts, both unwanted and wanted gifts alike? While there is no definitive answer, experts do have some theories about what causes some dogs to bring gifts, the root of the behavior. One popular theory of what would cause a dog to be a gift giver is due to a natural hunting instinct. In the wild, canines will carry their food back to their dens and create a cache. Part of this practice is sometimes presenting part of their acquired prey to the pack's alpha. In the case of domesticated canine, you are their alpha. Oh, this act of giving can be seen as a sign of submission and respect. Oh my God. Another belief is that we humans have created this behavior through selective breeding. Hunting animals such as retrievers have been taught to soft mouth their prey. Have you guys ever soft mouthed anything? And bring it back to the hunter. In training certain breeds to behave in this manner has become part of their instinct to retrieve something and present it to their owner. So in this case, we only have ourselves to blame. I mean, but this is a cavapoo doing this. Some more simple explanations are thought to be that your pup is seeking attention or playtime. Oh, or they believe that bringing us a gift makes us happy. Oh, it's so precious. When you respond to a gift your pooch has brought with a higher pitched voice or a seam filled with excitement, your pup is pleased. Oh, that's really cute. This positive reinforcement will encourage the behavior to continue. The excitement you show could also cause your furry friend to think that giving you a gift signals playtime, which means he or she gets to spend quality time with you. Oh my God. All they want to do is just be with you. Okay, they're not in here right now. Okay. One thing most experts do agree on is that any behavior exhibited by dogs has both learned and genetic components involved, meaning that your dog giving you a gift may not just be a natural instinct. It could be a combination of a deep-rooted primal behavior and years of human interference. And whether it's genetics or learned behavior, there's no denying the fact that our pup wanting to make us happy makes us happy. Oh, so cute. Because don't cats bring in like dead mice and birds and stuff? If your pup is bringing you mainly harmless gifts such as toys or shoes, then it may be something you want to let them do. However, if your fur baby is continually bringing you the carcasses of small critters, a little discouragement may be in order. Oh. Yeah, if he was putting something gross on the bed, I'd be like, ugh. That's cute. That's so cute. All right. Have you guys ever had your dog bring in something gross? Oh God, we were walking the dogs the other day, me and Frank, with Muffin and Waffles. We were on this like trail, this park that we go to all the time. And all of a sudden we see like they both stopped, they're sniffing something, and then Muffin is like really sniffing this thing. And then I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh my God, it's a dead fish. And then you're looking, you're like, we're far from the water, like maybe, I don't know, 100 feet or so from water. I'm like, how did this fish get all the way up here? We figured it's like a bird dropped it or something. But then Muffin starts like sniffing, and then she turns around and she starts rolling in this dead fish. Like she was obsessed. She couldn't get enough of this disgusting dead fish. It was like a fucking it was like a fish head with like a dead looking body. It was so gross, but she was like obsessed. She kept rolling around in it. And then she smelled pretty fishy afterwards. She smelled pretty gross. And we're laughing. We're like, that's the most disgusting thing she's done. But at least she didn't bring it home. So there. If your dog brings you a gift, you just say, good boy. Paul is a great dog's name. The quartering! Yeah, that was so gross. Muffin was rolling in this fish. Wouldn't stop. Couldn't get her away from it. I had to like pull her away from this thing. It was disgusting. No, the dogs' names are not keto friendly. Dogs aren't property. Treat them with respect. Have your girlfriend bring you things instead. Hey, I don't have control. They bring these things into the room willingly, voluntarily. It's not my fault they want to give me gifts. Recommended breed for Pancake is a Barbet. Oh, are we talking about the next dog that's going to be named Pancake? What's a Barbet? Barbet. Looks fluffy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, Matthew, this is a home run. They're so cute. Look at this. They're so floofy. Do they shed though? Wow, this one looks just like Muffin. Oh my God, so much floof. But can they see? Like, I don't think he can see. That's gotta be frustrating when you're like, I'm a dog. I can't see and I can't get my fur out of my eyes. Wow, this looks like Muffin's eyes and her little teeth. That's cute. Oh, what a cutie. Look at that little one. What's this bird picture doing here? All right, I'll think about it. Oh, that's a cockapoo. Really? What's the cock part? Oh, Cocker Spaniel and Poodle. That's cute. That looks like a muffin. Oh, ew. Looks like a gift. Oh my God. See, this is why I'm never ashamed of my internet search history, because if you look, you will find just a lot of dog searches, birds, costumes. I ain't got nothing to hide. Wow. All right. Good recommendation, Matthew Hammond. Good job. NVIDIA. Check for milestones. Plug the Discord. I have a Discord, guys. It's discord.gg/Chrissie Mayr official. Join the Discord. That's where you can put all your fun suggestions for guests. I guess names for a future dog. And so forth. I think I got everything. I'm checking. Oh, from Valkyria Winter. You need coffee. No yawning, please. I actually have the second cup brewing as we speak. So there. Okay, y'all. Oh, Welsh Republic. See? Verified. It's a cool Discord. Okay, boys and girls. I'm going to wrap this up because I have to get ready for Royce Lopez at noon. I think it's the first time I'm having him on the show. Royce Lopez from Revenge of the Sis will be on at noon. Please come back and join us. Maybe I'll be wearing this shirt. Maybe I'll be wearing a different shirt. Shout out to Bill Shultz. That was cool of him to join us. I hope he gets a new tooth soon. And yeah, you can find him on Compound Media Monday through Thursdays. On Mornin, I think it's back to 12. Or maybe it's back to 10:30. I'll have to check. But yeah, this was fun, guys. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. All right. I'll see you in like a half hour. Bye.